Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here. It is the 9-Minute Phill-Up. It is a Valley Converting, bringing you the show today. And we want to thank them for doing that. Valley Converting in Toronto. Turn your paper into new products. Make sure you recycle for the future. So, as I always like to say, and I steal this from Mike Biasi, who runs Valley Converting, give a book a new life. Maybe you're wondering what I'm going to do with this book. No one seems to want to read it. Everybody's read it. It's a good book, but we are going to recycle it, make it into something new and something maybe better. You never know. All right, now we're going to say hello. Hunter, hello. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Karen, good morning. Good morning indeed. Let's see if we can get the countdown clock working. I think we it's not going. All right. All right. That's okay. That's okay. We always go to overtime anyways. So we'll be into overtime very soon, I would imagine. But Karen, good morning. Hunter, good morning. Hopefully you're off to great starts today. Again, sponsored by Valley Converting. It is the 9-Minute Phill-Up. I am Bill Phillips. I can't thank you enough for joining us on this Wednesday, middle of the weekday. One of those days where it's they call it hump day for a reason. You feel like you get over the hump and you get to start to really think about the weekend. I started to think about the weekend Sunday night. Just get ready give it a whole week and just be ready to go. So we've got some things to talk about, and one of the things to talk about, the cost of weddings. The cost of weddings. Yes, I have a friend of mine whose daughter was recently engaged, and he is starting to plan for the wedding. And it is expensive. You think it's expensive, then you hear how much things are going for it. You just think to yourself, "Wow, that is a lot of money." Hunter joining us from he's leaving, I should say, for Dearborn, Michigan in about an hour. He's going to go up there for a little bit of a vacation, go see some family. So I got to meet Hunter in person at the Biasi Shuma 5K run walk, which was held this past Saturday. And again, Hunter, I can't thank you enough. Hunter listens to the 9-Minute Phill-Up all the time. And he told me that we had talked about the race, talked about the benefits for it, talked about what it stood for, what it was, where the money was going to go. And we had asked, if you can, please stop by and help. And Hunter showed up and walked in the race, did a great job. So Hunter, again, I can't thank you enough. Can't thank you enough for watching. But way to be a great example for your community, getting out there and helping. So enjoy that trip up to Dearborn. And who else we have joining us now? Good morning. Good morning indeed. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. We are ready to go. Craig has joined us, and we wish him a very great day. So good morning to everybody. Want to mention this, and I believe Valley Converting is one of the sponsors for it. This week, the Craig A. Petrella Pump and Run will be held Saturday, Jimwood Park in Steubenville. It is a situation where they're going to raise money for AEDs, the devices that help bring back Damar Hamlin when he was out on the field for the Buffalo Bills in Cincinnati. People say he died on the field. They brought him back. The AEDs were critical in that. AEDs the money that is raised will go towards purchasing AEDs for youth teams and leagues across the Ohio Valley. So that is critically important, and perhaps even more important, because you're not going to have an AED at home. Most people don't, but if you do, then that's a blessing. But if you don't, you need to learn how to do CPR properly. Well, the firefighters, local firefighters, will be there Saturday morning to teach people before, during, and after the race how to perform proper CPR. The Jefferson County Health District is leading the charge on this, and it is critically important. So if you can, please attend. Even if you attend just to learn how to do CPR properly in case it is needed, that would be something that is critically important. So if you can, Jim Wood, 10 o'clock is the race. Sign-up's about 8:30 for the Craig A. Petrella 5K Pump and Run. And if you want to lift some weights before you run, you'll save some time. And I know Valley Converting is backing that as well, and they're just coming off of their race. So, again, can't thank everybody enough. Marty has checked in. Daughter is very simple. A wedding expense have not been too bad. All right. Okay. And Hunter said that he can't make it to the race. Hunter, we'll know you'll be there in spirit. And so thank you for the thoughts and the sentiments. And we're going to get back to Marty and the wedding expenses because we did a story today in the news and on Sunrise. And here we go. Saying I do may now also mean I don't, as in I don't believe how much getting hitched costs. So these are coupon birds. Coupon birds. Never heard of the organization before, but coupon birds, which prices online deals of various retail costs. Says you may shell out as much as $26,665 for wedding bliss this year. The top three costs are wedding venues, catering, and entertainment. For 115 guests, Coupon Bird says expect to fork out over $5,400 just to feed them. If you are in the wedding party, you'll spend more than $2,000, including the bachelor and bachelorette parties. So it's a bit expensive. $26,000. I think my buddy, if he could get it down to $26,000, he would be thrilled. Because I don't even think he's in that ballpark. But a lot of people. Then we decided maybe have the Vegas weddings with Elvis that Jeff Exline could do an impersonation of Elvis here at the studio, and we could have a big wedding here. He could officiate, maybe save some people some money. So what do you think? What do you think about that? So Marty's daughter is really helping him out on that. Karen, back to CPR. Better to learn CPR and hope you never have to use it. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is critically important. And Ralph Petrella, the event is after his dad. He was telling me the other day that he was in a CPR course, and most of the people had never had to use CPR, but they were learning how to do it. And he said, you never want to have to use it, but if you have to use it, you want to know how to do it properly. So Karen, completely agree on that. Rather spend the money to buy a home than have a huge wedding. All right. Jeff, thank you very much. We're gonna get Jeff out there in his Elvis costume. Big money is the polka band, old school. Ron, I love it. The polka band, absolutely. That is a good call there. But or how would you? Anybody up for this idea? That people do the destination wedding where maybe they go to a Caribbean island or they go to Hawaii or they spend the money to take a few people to the wedding, and then they come home and maybe they have a party and have guests, and they save money that way. Or they just keep the really small and don't get into the debt of it. Would you think about doing something like that? Does that make a better idea, or do you want to go with the more traditional wedding? But everything costs so much right now. But the polka band, you got to have the polka band. I think Jeff's a big polka guy too. He loves Elvis and polka. So there you go. And speaking of big money, how about this one? How about this? Drake, the entertainer from Canada. He's from Canada, and Canada played Argentina in the Copa America semifinal. And Drake decided he was going to bet for his country. He was going to make a wager for his country. Get it. I get it. If he was from Argentina, I'd say all the way, you're not going to get much money back because the odds aren't in your favor. But if Canada somehow upset Argentina, big payout. So Drake says, I've got the cash. So he puts $300,000 down on Canada to beat Argentina. The payout, it's a pretty good one. $2.8 million if Canada can win. Cut to the chase. They did not win. Argentina won it. And then, I don't know if you know this, Drake and Kendrick Lamar, they have a big, battle going between the two of them. And they have diss tracks for each other that they've made up. So Drake, or the Argentinians, the Argentinian soccer team led by Messi, they posted on their social media afterwards, they posted Not Like Us, which is a Kendrick Lamar diss track towards Drake. So Argentina will face Uruguay or Colombia Sunday in the championship of the Copa America, which of course is Copa America. It is the North and South American teams all the way, in this hemisphere well, not the hemisphere, but North and South America. So they are playing in the Copa, and it is located in the United States. The entire tournament's been in the United States, and unfortunately for the Americans, it did not go well for us. We didn't make it into the knockout round. Hunter, I'm not a big fan of Drake and Kendrick on top 100. So yeah. So people got their feelings about Drake, but I'll tell you what, he backs his country. He said, "I'm going to back it with my money too." So he backed the country, put the money there, but he lost some money. Okay, a couple of national days to talk about because they're critically important. Um, one of the most important one for people to deal with. Some of these days I'm not sure why they're days, but this day is to bring up awareness of what people are suffering with. Chronic Disease Day. It is a day to help try and get the word out. Try and help people understand that people with chronic disease. It is a tough road, and it's chronic disease is something that lasts more than 1 year. And they listed ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, Alzheimer's disease, cancer, diabetes, MS, heart disease. And it says 7 out of 10 people suffer with a chronic disease. So that is tough sledding because it is hard, not only on the individual, it can be hard on the family, can be, it's difficult. So some of the tips they give us are tips that we already know in terms of how to stay away from having a chronic disease or hopefully avoid one. Eat healthy, number one. Exercise, number two. Get your routine medical checkups. That's critically important. What's your family history? If you have someone in your family that's had a heart attack, or maybe one or two people, you may want to keep a really close eye on that heart of yours to make sure that you're doing what you need to do. Or cancer. That's something, if it's in your family, you need to make sure that you're being extra safe with that. So family history. And then rest. Get your naps, get your sleep, because that can help in keeping you healthy. Let's see. Hunter, what Kendrick brought up about Drake is deceiving. All right. I haven't listened to any of the diss tracks, so I'll have to do a deeper dive on this, Hunter. Apparently, I'm going to have to check this out. But Hunter letting us know what's going on with the battle. All right, here you go. Now, Hunter, I see Ranger there. I hope he doesn't take offense to this. I don't know. I don't know if he likes cats or kittens, but we're going to talk talk National Kitten Day today. Adopt a kitten from a shelter is basically it. And if Bob Barker were here, we'd say spayed and neuter your pet so you don't have all these extra kittens at the shelter. And they say a lot of the shelter kittens that are there are born at the shelter. So someone gives up a cat that's pregnant, and then they have the kittens. And I don't know if you're a cat person, dog person, but if you love to have a cat in your house, head to the shelter. You can probably find one that's a pretty nice cat, and turn into a cat. But kitten right now, so very friendly kittens. You gotta love them. So cute. And then they turn into cats. And I've had some great cats in my life. So I'm not looking for a cat right now. Sweets, I don't know if Sweets would want to deal with that. She just turned 15. Sweet's the black lab. So I don't know if she's ready for a kitten in her life. So we'll probably leave that alone. But the big day, the biggest day, the day of the national calendar day, that's the most important one. I'm going to go National Pina Colada Day. It's not even close. I think I get some backing on that today. Does anybody out there like pina colada as their number one summer drink? Or is it maybe a margarita? Or is it maybe a strawberry daiquiri? Chihuahuas. Ron, Chihuahuas only Chihuahuas. All right. I like that. Well, Ron, what do you think about what's your favorite summer drink? You a little lemonade with a little touch of Tito's in it. So anyways, National Pina Colada Day. Sweet rum-based cocktail. Cream of coconut and pineapple juice. Sounds good already. Pina colada means strained pineapple. So that's where the name comes from. So you get the juice out of it for the drink. 1922, believe it or not, 1922. No one at the Pirates of the Caribbean, Johnny Depp, and none of these, Blackbeard, all these guys that were around the Caribbean, they couldn't find the pineapples, I guess. But the first written evidence or reference to a pina colada, 1922. What were we doing back then? Come on. No one came up with little rum and pineapple and coconut mix before this? Huh. All right, Hunter, checking in with, I like pina colada flavored candies. All right, sounds pretty good. Crown Peach. All right, I like Crown. Not necessarily a flavor Crown guy, but Crown's good. Crown Peach, I hear it's nice. Pina colada flavored candies for Hunter. Okay. So 1922, first reference to the pina colada. And from what they said, I wrote it down, took a note from what they said. It reminds everybody of the flavors, remind everybody of sunshine, beaches, and vacation. If I'm sitting on a beach in the sunshine on vacation, that's what I'll think of when I'm drinking a pina colada. If I am at home on my porch, just thinking it tastes good, nice and refreshing. So hopefully, if you want to partake in a pina colada day celebration, enjoy and have fun with that. But as always, be careful. You don't want to be drinking and driving if you've had some of those. So we talked about weddings. We talked about this. All right, with the All-Star game, I want to remind everybody the All-Star game is going to be live on Fox 9. Paul Skeens, Pittsburgh Pirates, the rookie sensation, could start for the National League. He's joined by his teammate Ryan Reynolds. So those are your Pirates. The Reds have Ellie De La Cruz and Hunter Green on the team. And the Guardians of Cleveland will have Jose Ramirez and Steven Kwan starting for the American League. And you'll be able to catch that on WTOV9's Fox 9 affiliate. So Fox 9 for that, and that'll be live. So that is a look at some of the things going on around our world today. Hopefully you are having a great day. A Wednesday that is off to a fantastic start. Again, can't thank Valley Converting enough. Mike Biasi and the gang up there at Valley Converting, turning paper into new paper. Helping the environment, helping everybody. Trying to save the planet one piece of paper at a time. And again, a tremendous place to go. They do a great job. So if you need to do some recycling, make sure that you make the move to Valley Converting, and we can't thank them enough. And especially, I can't thank you enough for checking in with us. Greatly appreciate it each and every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, as we leave you, two rules, and we've got a late second check-in before we can go over the two rules. Haven't had a drink of alcohol in over 10 years. Congratulations. That's fantastic. So, that is good. And again, no pressure here. Just bringing up what the national day is. If you'd like to enjoy. And if you'd like to abstain. Because, by the end of the day, probably I won't have anything but water, just some of the good old ice water, but always fun to talk about. So anyways, again, thank you for joining us. We will see you next time. Remember those two rules. Have fun and always try your best. Have a great day, everybody.